What's going on, guys? In this video, we're going to be going over an easy futures trading strategy, whether you're a scalper, a day trader, whether you trade for a prop firm, you trade personal cash and your own personal account. It doesn't really matter. So this is my way and my take of supply and demand. Now, you may notice I've got a ton of lines on my chart. Yes, just looking at it for the first time, it might seem confusing. I've been trading this way for over 7 years, been a full-time trader for just about 6.5, and been trading my journey since the start for about 8, okay? So I've been implementing this for a long time, and I see these setups very clear. A lot of times when it comes to trading, it's all about level of experience. How well do your eyes and mind adapt to the price action in real time, and how well can you execute on what's happening in front of your face? But just to kind of dive into the strategy here, what we're going to be using is the 1 hour time frame. We're going to be using the first hour candle of the New York open session, which for me is going to be 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Market opens at 6:30, so that 6 a.m. candle is going to be my first hour candle. So immediately what I'm going to do is look to the left here and kind of see, what did we do in the overnight session? What did we do in the London session here? Where did we pull back to, right? This is today's price action. I can see that we pulled back into this blue line. This blue line is called a linear regression, channel 50. It's also down here with the 50 EMA. It's also down here with the lower Bollinger Band. So what is this telling me? Okay, if I just look at this, what is this telling me? If I look at this initial wick on this price break here, this is telling me if we do lose a price point of 15,067, I need to be short. Why I need to be short is because there's no support all the way down to 14,974. So this is going to present a fantastic short opportunity. Mentally, I process that information. So as soon as we open up here, I already take this into account. I'm looking for the short position here. As a trader, we need to be able to go both sides. We need to be able to trade long with the trend. We need to be able to trade short with the trend. And when the market's really not doing anything, we need to learn and understand how to just sit back and wait on our hands. So what I like to do here is I like to see if we do break the previous hour candle, how much potential room do we have, right? So if I'm looking at this price here, 15,130 all the way up to the next supply zone, 15,149, that's about a 20-point move on the overall Nasdaq futures. That's a hell of a move. We can take 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 points out of this move. When you're looking to scalp, especially Nasdaq, especially if you're going to play minis, look for 5, 10 points max and kind of scale out. I understand a lot of us want to catch the 100-point move, the 200-point move on the day, but it's just not realistic unless you're playing micros, unless you have a lot more kind of smaller position size where you're not going to get stopped out, especially if you're trading for a prop firm. You got those trailing drawdowns. You don't want to get caught in a big pull down, to get stopped out and lose your account. When the market does in fact go in your favor, you just size too heavy. So sizing is everything. Risk management is second. Mental, what's going on up here in the head, your ego, your mentality, your mindset is third. All of those things are very at the top of my list. Learning strategies is very easy. So what I would also look at here is, when do we take out all of this supply? Okay, I'm going to sit on my hands. If I'm going to take this scalp here, I understand I only have about 15 to 20 points before my next resistance. So I got to take those profits. I got to sit on my hands after that. I need to see, where does the first hour candle close? First hour candle closes here at 15,199. We put in a top wick of 15,219. So what I would be looking for here is 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Looking at the overall chart, I've got support here, here, and here. That's why I use these supply and demand zones on my chart. I know that there's support here at the 20, the 10, the 5. I know that. So I'm not going to be looking for a short position if we're above these demand zones. We would have to lose these demand zones. In fact, lose this demand zone down here before I'm even thinking about getting short. So I need to be thinking about bouncing, or I need to be thinking about playing a continuation breakout. What I would be looking for here is a long play over 15,222. Why am I looking for that? Is because if I look to the upper Bollinger Band, that's my next resistance, 15,258. So there's another 20 points here. If I get long in this, and as long as we don't lose a previous low, or as long as we don't lose the 20 or the 10 or the 5, depending on your risk tolerance, you have to make that adjustment and see where do you want your stop loss to be. But as long as we don't lose any of these supports, I've got to continue to be in the trade and ride it long. And you continue to be in this trade and ride it long. You sell into resistance. You hold the runner. If we do break, you sell on a new high. You hold the runner. If we do break on a next hour candle, you sell into supply. It's very simple. Now, when you get out of your full position is when we put in a red candle close that has no more follow through or continuation. So this red candle close here at 9 a.m., which is a New York lunch hour, was a little bit of a pause candle. So I always tell my traders and evolution traders in the Discord, in the mentorship, in the coaching sessions, I tell them this: Try to stay away from the New York lunch hour or play reverse trend in New York lunch hour. So if the market has been going up, look to short. Where do we want to come back down to? We want to come back down to a level of support, which is our rising 5-day moving average. So if the market was continuously pushing higher for 3 hours, now we have a failed breakout. Look for the pullback into rising support if you want to take that short position. And then coming off the New York lunch hour, look for the continuation to take out the high of day. High of day price was 15,325. We get that confirmation here at 10 a.m. and that goes from a price in 1 hour of 15,325 all the way up to a price of 15,357, another 20 to 25 point move. You can kind of see how we're stacking up 20 points, 20 points, 20 points, 20 points. If you get in on these candles, you would have essentially traded about 2 hours worth of time here and made close to 50 to 60 points just following these kind of methods here. Again, no reason to get shaken out. We have not closed below our power trend, which is a 5 SMA. Don't get shaken out. You have to size accordingly so you can ride the move out. That doesn't mean go take 15 mini contracts and then, put yourself in thousands and thousands of drawdown and potential blow up just to try to make more money. Size down, play some micros, play 2 or 3, 4 micros and let the trade work. Be patient. Allow this trade to move. We have not closed below the 5-day moving average on a 1 hour time frame. This is telling me get in long here on the confirmation off the bell and hold, sell into supply, sell new high of day, sell new high of day, red candle close, got to get out, come down to the 5-day moving average here into power hour, and what do? We start to crack below. So now we don't go long anymore. There's no more follow through. We're back at support, and now we've cracked that support, so we have to get out of all longs. But we're getting in on the breakout on the first hour candle. We're waiting for the confirmation. We're selling at supply. We're getting out here playing reverse trend or sitting on our hands during New York lunch hour. Coming off the New York lunch hour, we're looking for continuation, and if we get that continuation, we're getting long again, selling at the new high of day. If there's no supply ahead, which means there's no resistance, you got to sell every new high of day on the hour candles. Make sure you guys take this into account. This is a very easy trading strategy that you guys can use. Use the opening range candle on the 1 hour time frame, see how much room you have above and below, and wait for that confirmation to set up. If you guys want to learn how I do this and when I'm doing this and exact entries and exits on the setups that I'm seeing in real time and trade with other traders, you want access to 2 video courses of me outlining over 3-4 hours of content, showing you guys and walking you guys through this, and you guys would like some one-on-one coaching, make sure to join evolutiontraders.com. I'll see you guys on the inside. If you guys are looking for great prop firms too, you don't want to put up your real money, maybe you want to go get funded, I work with 2 fantastic ones. They're down in the description box, and I'll see you guys all later.